Hello, and welcome to A VO's Journey. My name is Anthony Pica, and this show is all about helping the new and upcoming voiceover artists grow their business, sidestep all the crazy things that I seem to step on. It is Tuesday, the 21st of June. Welcome. I've got a great episode for you today. We're going to talk about conversational voice acting and what it really means. I firmly believe this topic is so convoluted. It's very difficult from an acting standpoint to understand sometimes what conversational means. Even as a seasoned professional, I think we can assign 20 or 30 different definitions. So we're going to dive into at least this guy's opinion about what conversational voice acting really means and how you can benefit from using this information today. All right. So thank you guys real fast. Thank you so much. Real fast. Please hit the like and subscribe button and make sure you hit that notification bell so you get notified when I post videos. All right. So let's dive into this. Conversational voice acting. There's no doubt that it is the prerequisite of our day. Right? As voice actors, we need to be able to have conversational voice acting in our bag of tricks, our repertoire, if you will. But I think a lot of times when we go into this, it is very confusing because conversational is usually tied with other adjectives or descriptive words like being real, or, not being robotic, these types of things where it's like, well, or find your voice, I'm looking for your voice, not someone else's voice. These things, especially as they're all put together, become very confusing. And at the heart of conversational voice acting, I think a lot of times, especially after working with thousands of clients, voiceover clients, that most of them, they say, I want a conversational style, but they're not really understanding what they mean by conversational style. So I want to put forward what I think it really means and how you can use that. So when someone says, I want you to be conversational, that usually is followed up with, and then this piece, I want you to be excited about, this product. And, I want you to show that, you have a real passion for it. We want excitement and energy, but they want you to be conversational. So what does that mean? Well, that means really that they want you to be you, but they want a heightened life version of you with energy and excitement towards a product that you've never seen before, probably you've never used, you've never bought, you might not ever buy, but they want you to sound like you have done all of those things, and they want your voice. This is the challenge. And this is why our voice acting and our training is so important. Because our job then in conversational terms is to be able to relay the message that they want us to relay as ourselves. But here's the rub. You might not be that type of person, meaning you might not regularly go around and give energetic, exciting endorsements of products, right? You might not go to the store and be like, hey, look at this. This is an exciting product that you should buy, to the person who's right next to you, right? You probably don't do that. Okay. So because of that, you have to consider that you don't have that maybe yet in your repertoire, even though technically it's you, it's your voice that they're looking for. But it's your voice saying something very specific, giving a message, a feeling that you might not normally do. So that's where I think conversational voice acting becomes very confusing to people and why it's so difficult. Because a lot of times conversational assumes, be like, yeah, I have conversations all the time. So it's an assumed idea that you should be able to just be conversational. But in the end, you might not be able to, for example, you might not go around having inquisitive conversations. Like you have a conversation on a regular basis with people where the conversation is sounding like there's something missing, or I'm trying to coax something out of you, right? I'm trying to figure out why you're not saying what you're saying, okay? And there's a confidence there in that delivery that if you don't have, Lord knows what will come out of your mouth, right? Or how it will sound. It will just be very confusing. So I hope that this explanation today has helped you at least start on the path of thinking, okay, conversational voice acting is more than just me having a general non-interested conversation. I think if we start to begin to add to that conversation, meaning that it's not just conversational, but like I said, it's inquisitive, or it's exciting, or it's matter of fact, or it's authoritative, or it's intimate, or, there's all these different tones then, right? That we could start putting into the conversational. So if we look at conversational and substitute that word for more of like, they want me to sound very convincing that I feel a certain way. So to me, conversational voice acting is the purest form of acting. It is a character. And I think this is where, and listen, and I don't mean, when I say I look at everything as characters, because unless I go around acting the way I do when I do voiceovers, which I don't, none of us do, those are characters. There might be a small deviation from our norm, but they're characters. So in my mind, okay, I can then separate deliveries. You know me, I like to call them different products. It's just a way for me to differentiate different types of deliveries with the tones and emotions. And the conversational part is me making it as real or as I'm pretending to make it as convincing to you that I believe it as possible. So that conversational word is very deceiving, because when I hear conversational, it sounds like it just makes me feel like, oh, it's so easy. But the reality is that when someone says conversational, they mean I want you to, without a shadow of a doubt, to make me believe that you feel the way I want you, that I'm asking you to feel. That's what it means. So there's so much more behind that conversational voice acting than just, you're having a conversation. Because most of our conversations are either, like I said, matter-of-fact conversations. They're friendly, I'm sort of paying attention, not paying attention conversations, right? Think of the conversations that you actually have with people or your family. We wouldn't usually take that and bring it to our voiceover presentations. So conversational have to have alternate meanings. And I think if you take it and you say again, I want you, take conversational and say, I want you to convince me without a shadow of a doubt that you feel the way I'm asking you to feel about the message you're relaying. That, okay, and by the way, as yourself, and that's where the challenge comes, because, and I say as yourself, again, you might be like, well, that's just not me. And that's why this is voice acting, right? Because we're acting. Acting is imitation. We are imitating heightened life. We're imitating emotions. We're imitating ideas, cadences. It's not impersonation. I mean, that's a field, right? But we're not impersonating people. We're imitating that emotion, that sensitivity that they're relaying. Okay? I hope this has been helpful. Please leave some comments below. This is a great discussion. It's robust. It needs a lot of attention, and it needs, training, coaching, awareness. So it's not just this throw it out there. conversational. So much more to it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video today. Thank you again. Hit that like and subscribe button. Also, don't forget to check out aviosjourney.com. We have a lot of wonderful things over there, including the Voiceover Academy, where we train on a weekly basis for things like this. Check out the link below. I'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.